climate change. Well, that's it from us. There is more throughout the evening on the BBC News channel. We are back with the late news at 10:10. Now on BBC One, it's time for the news where you are. Bye-bye.
Hello, good afternoon. 2 protests have taken place outside a hotel in Newquay today that's being used as a temporary home for a group of asylum seekers. Around 150 people turned up. On one side of the street were protesters whose message was that asylum seekers are welcome in Cornwall, whilst on the other were those who say they're concerned about their presence in the town. There was a substantial police presence to monitor the situation. The Home Office placed the asylum seekers in the town in November last year. Well, meanwhile, police in Dorset have issued new images as they continue to search for a missing teenager. 18-year-old Alex Bendel, also known as Alice, was reported missing on Sunday the 12th of February. To mark 2 weeks since the last sighting, officers spent today at key locations in Dorchester and Charminster. They've also released pictures of 2 distinctive bottles of alcohol Alex is believed to have bought before they went missing. Work on the new £80 million seawall in Dawlish is nearly finished as machinery from the beach has finally been removed. Network Rail engineers started on the final 400-metre stretch of the new seawall in November 2020. The multi-million-pound project aims to protect the track after parts of it were destroyed by huge waves 8 years ago. Now, as the world marks the first anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, delegates from a university in Kyiv have been in Plymouth as part of a twinning programme between the two. The Deputy Lord Mayor, Chris Penberthy, who is also the chair of the city's Ukraine Crisis Task Force, said the council is supporting more than 180 refugees living in the city.
Over the last year, people in Plymouth have just shown how much they care about fellow human beings in war-torn countries. And we've done it in the past and we're doing it again now. So whether it was the vast amounts of relief that got sent this time last year or the relief that's still being sent now, the people who've accommodated Ukraine guests, the very practical things have provided people with homes and education and clothing and jobs, which the people of Plymouth have been doing, and it's been fantastic for all of the guests who come through.
Now, the Challenge Cup is one of the oldest trophies in sport, but sadly it wasn't a winning debut for Cornwall's Rugby League side this afternoon. Despite some strong local support, 2 quick tries in the second half set up a tense finish, but Rochdale Mayfield held on to win the tie 20 points to 14. Around 700 supporters turned out in Penryn for their first ever appearance in the competition, which was also shown live on the BBC. Football now, and as our teams enter half-time, the latest scores are coming in. In League One, Plymouth Argyle are currently trailing 2-1 at Peterborough United. Exeter are 1-0 up at home to Cambridge United. And in the National League, Torquay are currently a goal down at Southend, and it's sadly a similar picture for the Glovers as Yeovil trail York City by a goal as well. Well, fingers crossed for the next 45 minutes there then. Well, let's get the latest on today's weather. Here's Dan with our forecast.
Thank you, Heidi. Hello there. Not a great deal of change in our forecast in the days ahead. Still no significant rainfall in the forecast. Got an area of high pressure with us now and into next week, keeping most of the weather fronts at bay, but drawing in a fairly cool east or northeasterly wind, so it will still feel rather chilly in the coming days. Tonight, a lot of the cloud breaking up again, and under the clear skies, tonight we'll see temperatures dip low enough for a fairly widespread frost as expect below 0 in many areas by tomorrow morning, but generally a fair amount of sunshine around, a bit of patchy cloud not out of the question, and very low chance of any isolated showers. Dry for most, but only around 7 or 8 degrees. And not a great deal of change as we go through most of next week. That high pressure very firmly still with us. Perhaps an isolated shower possible on Tuesday, but generally a lot of dry weather with cold nights and temperatures by day not getting much above 6 or 7 degrees. And the easterly wind will make it feel rather chilly. Have a good evening.
Thanks, Dan. Just before we go tonight, a reminder of a special programme that you can watch on the iPlayer. This week's news has, of course, been dominated by the conclusion of the inquest into the deaths of the 5 people killed in the Keyham shootings. And we're taking a look back at the events of that day. The programme is presented by Spotlight's Ben Wolvin, and you can find it by searching for 20 Minutes of Terror on the iPlayer. Well, that's it from us here on the Saturday team. Julia will be back with your news at 10 to 6 tomorrow. But from all of us, enjoy what's left of your evening. We'll see you soon.